Before we begin, if stories like this hit you deeply, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments what you would have done if you were in my place. The message came in at 2:08 a.m. I feel stupid. That was it. No name. No explanation. Just those 3 words sitting on my screen in the dark like something unfinished or something broken. I read it again, slower this time, like maybe the meaning would change. It didn't. She was on her solo trip. That's what she called it. 3 days away to feel alive again. I remember the way she said it, half smiling, half distant, like she was already somewhere else. I called her. It rang once. Then silence. Then voicemail. I didn't leave a message. I didn't know what I'd say without sounding like I already knew. If I'm honest, the distance didn't start with the trip. It started weeks before. She became quieter, but not in a peaceful way. More like she was hiding noise. Always texting. Always slightly turned away. Smiling at her phone in a way she hadn't smiled at me in a long time. "Who is it?" I asked one night. "Just someone from work," she said quickly, locking her screen. "You don't know him." Him. That word should have stayed with me longer than it did. But instead, I nodded like it didn't matter. Because loving someone sometimes means choosing comfort over truth. The next message came an hour later. He barely even looked at me. My chest tightened. I didn't need details anymore. My mind filled in the blanks in ways that hurt more than any confession could. I didn't sleep that night. I just sat there, replaying every moment that suddenly felt different. The late-night work chats. The sudden interest in her appearance before just grabbing coffee. The way she started saying, "I need space," instead of, "We need time." It all lined up now. Painfully clear. The next morning, I opened her laptop. Not out of curiosity anymore. Out of something closer to dread. And there it was. A thread of messages that felt too easy. Too natural. Like something that had been growing quietly while I was still holding on to what we used to be. "I wish you were here. I feel something with you I don't feel at home." That one stayed on the screen longer than the others. At home. That's what I had become. A place. Not a person. She came back that evening. No excitement. No stories. Just silence. Her suitcase rolled behind her like something heavy she couldn't put down. When she saw me, her eyes filled instantly. "I messed up," she said. I nodded once. "I know." We stood there for a moment, the air between us thick with everything unsaid. "I thought I don't know. I thought it was real," she admitted, her voice shaking. "But when I got there, he was different. Cold. Distant. Like I didn't matter." I listened. Really listened. Not because I wanted to understand him, but because I needed to understand her. "And what about me?" I asked quietly. She broke. I wasn't thinking clearly. I felt lost. I thought maybe I needed something else to feel alive again. Her words weren't cruel. Just honest. And somehow, that hurt more. That night, I sat alone in the living room, staring at the same walls that once felt like home. Every memory came back differently. The laughter felt thinner. The love felt conditional. Like it had an expiration date I never saw. The next morning, she sat across from me. "Can we fix this?" she asked. I looked at her. Really looked. At the regret. The exhaustion. The quiet realization in her eyes. And I believed her. She was sorry. But something inside me had shifted. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just permanently. "I don't think love should have to compete with curiosity," I said softly. Tears rolled down her face. "I chose you," she whispered. I shook my head gently. "No, you came back to me." That was the moment I understood something I wish I didn't have to learn. Sometimes people don't realize your value until they feel someone else's absence. But by then, it's too late. I didn't yell. I didn't slam doors. I just walked away quietly. Because the loudest kind of self-respect doesn't need noise. And even now, sometimes I still think about her. but not the way I used to.
No.
I remember her as the moment I finally chose myself.